continue because this is now a new video. This is now a new video. It is new.
And the video you wrote in on.
The video that you wrote in on to carry our conversation from the previous thing. Yeah, no, the Prometheans are with their goofy smiley faces. I actually asked what was the issue. Like why they did that.
Why they have the faces.
Yeah. 343's artists are super cool, by the way. Like, guys, they know. Trust me. They're not clueless. They get it. But one of them was saying that basically the original intention with the scary booga booga monster face was they were kind of thinking of like almost, you know, like Majora's Mask. Like the idea of like a creepy like mask with a frozen facial expression, how eerie that would look.
Yeah, like
and
a
it's
doll
like
face.
It's like obviously, yeah, that could be creepy until they saw the model and they're like, oh, wait a minute, this was a much better idea in our heads.
Yeah, because the Promethean soldiers are a little like
they're silly looking. They all look like they're smiling. And
they have like Kermit the Frog faces.
Yeah, the Guardian looks hilarious. It looks like an emoji or something.
Yeah, because it's got the big, huge
grin,
metallic body, and then like the little face.
Yeah,
with
the
grin.
tiny face on its head with a little smile. Yeah, like that. The artist was really cool that I talked to, and that's what he said basically. He was like, listen, it seemed a lot cooler in our heads. Which was really cool to hear them like able to kind of joke about that stuff.
Yeah. Just honest and direct.
Yeah, like there isn't any kind of pride of like you're just misinterpreting it. They're like, no, it didn't. It definitely looks weird. Yeah, they're pretty cool. The people at 343. Like, they're way more cool than some people think.
Oh, man. I do like that there's, I don't know well, but that whole, like, explanation behind the Guardian faces.
Oh, yeah, the lore excuse behind why the Guardians...
that, like, the Guardians themselves, like, gave themselves faces that look like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's seemingly for no reason.
It's like, okay, the Guardians, their faces are dumb. We've already come to that realization. Yeah. But the lore excuse behind why the Guardians have faces is actually pretty neat, in that the idea is supposed to be they were faceless, and the artificial intelligence that runs them is linked up to the domain, and its goal is to protect and best serve whoever owns or holds the mantle of responsibility. So in a way, it's operating above the Forerunners themselves. And the Forerunners started to realize that the Guardians are actually kind of creepy and that maybe we're not actually controlling them. Maybe currently we have a common goal that could or could not change at a later date, because the Guardian, the AI that powers the Guardians, started to give them really creepy smiling faces without being programmed to, and when the Forerunners would program the smiling face out of it, like, so they would just return to normal, the next day the face would be back. Like, the AI was just ignoring them, and that's, like, kind of creepy and unsettling.
Super creepy. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, that's cool. Like, that is cool. It's a pity that it, like, doesn't translate well into a visual.
Yeah, I mean, as much of a, I don't even know how to say, crazy roller coaster Halo 5 was.
Did I ever tell you that this is just the Halo 3 assault rifle? Like, in the new anniversary graphics? The model that they're using here is the Halo 3 assault rifle. I mean, it's hard to tell because you're holding it.
Yeah, it kind of looks
at a different angle, but if you strip the model out of the game and look at it, it's just the Halo 3 assault rifle with like a new texture and stuff.
Oh, I see. Because it looks like there's some new scratches there, but it's definitely that. It's definitely the Halo 3 assault rifle.
Oh no. Oh, this is the fun cutscene where Chief tosses the grenade to himself.
Oh,
and it's hilarious because the grenade is like the size of his helmet. Like,
it's just a giant grenade.
Like, that grenade is the size of a human torso. Why is it so big? Like, who can carry that on their belt?
It's a special edition Mjolnir grenade.
Special edition. For some reason, I was just like visualizing if you pre-order your sign up for the UNSC, like you get a large basketball-sized grenade.
Oh god. Oh, and this part where he's like, human history, is it?
Fucking love Guilty Spark so much. Dude, I miss him so much as a character.
I don't know all the stuff that supposedly went down, like, out of game with him, but, like, I heard apparently when he dies, he gets, like, his, I don't know, his entity, like, goes somewhere else other than his monitor body. It's,
in the lore, which obviously, you know, I know the lore has, like, a weird Sigma, like, I'm talking about the lore in like a let's shut off our brain for a second and let's just have fun with this as an idea. Like, Guilty Spark, his damaged monitor body was found by a UNSC frigate of some kind, like I think it was like a junk collector or something, I don't really remember. They found his damaged monitor and they, you know, began to download. There's the fucking grenade. Look how large. Think of how big Chief is. Now think of how tiny a Marine is. That's a gigantic grenade.
Right, that's a grenade the size of someone's face.
Yeah, but the Chief standing there stiffly, but his upper body reacting so violently to the laser.
Yeah, because like the new graphics, they kind of fill in those in-between choppy motions with new animations.
Smoothing out the animations a bit.
Right, but when you look at the old graphics, it's just black. He's just smushed
like,
on the floor.
And he's like flailing around like crazy. No, but the Guilty Spark, the idea is some kind of UNSC frigate thing finds his monitor. They download his memories, and I guess that's kind of a framing device for figuring out a bit about the Forerunner Flood War, if I remember right.
Oh.
That's kind of the framing device that tells the story of the Forerunner's history, is the UNSC frigate reading his memories and stuff. But
kind of neat.
The basically what happens is he uses power from this frigate to restore a lot of his like processing power, and then he downloads himself into the ship, and then like vents the airlock, kills all the crew, and then decides to now he's just a giant ship. Like, that's his new body. So somewhere out in outer space, Guilty Spark is a gigantic ship.
Oh man, that's kind of funny.
So I like
here's a health pack over here.
I like the idea of like at some point in a Halo game, we're just gonna get like a bomb, like a Reaper horn, and a spotlight is gonna shine on Master Chief, and there's gonna be the silhouette of a massive frigate, and like, you know, via a loudspeaker, like, "Hello there, Reclaimer," and it's just like Guilty Spark is a ship now.
Hello.
Like, that's just a fun idea.
Where he's just drifting off, like, blowing up suns and asteroids, just like, I am a genius.
Yeah, I am a genius.
That's really fun. I love creative stuff just because of the fun ideas.
Yeah, and Halo's lore is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's easy to look at, like, the implementation of it in-game and be like, no, keep the expanded unit. Like, nah, some of it's pretty cool. The idea is to make sure that it's more, like, the games have to stand on their own legs. They can't be, like, your enjoyment can't be tied to how much knowledge you have of a book you didn't bother to read.
Exactly. I mean, I definitely feel that's where the first Destiny went wrong.
Yeah, Destiny. Yeah, Christ on a cross. Like, if you want a better example of like lore kind of being mishandled, Destiny is a really.
Oh, the cutscenes in that game. Do you know of the Black Garden?
I could tell you of the darkness, of the pain,
Oh,
of the,
God.
but I won't. Like,
I won't. They didn't pay me enough to. Nobody has written it down yet.
yeah. Destiny 2 Forsaken is really good, by the way. Like, really good. Like, remember how Destiny 2 was... Remember I would vent to you about all the weird, manipulative, slimy things Bungie was doing?
Yeah.
Like, they've turned themselves around. Destiny is, like, a lot of fun now. I should get Forsaken on console so that you can... Although you're a Warframe man now.
Oh, I mean, I certainly always have been. It's just kind of been on and off. But yeah, I recently went
You're a
back.
Tenno.
Yeah, I'm a Tenno. I haven't gotten into the main story stuff.
Of Warframe?
Well, yeah, it's kind of confusing how
Warframe story is kind of confusing.
It's
no,
very confusing. It's so confusing. I still can't tell what's going on, or how even to unlock story stuff. But I know it can all be like looked up online. It probably will. But I did get a spoiler for myself where, which apparently some guy who
holy shit,
like.
That was classic Combat Evolved right there. 1,000 grenades going off and clearing an entire room, including the player.
Oh yeah, that's classic Evolved right there.
This is another classic Evolved.
Being teleported in front of each other. I almost shot you in the back. There's Mr. Gruntman over there.
Yes, but about Warframe?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the spoiler, which was apparently some guy shows up who was like some husband of some dead woman whose corpse is maybe Lotus, I don't know. But
yeah, that sounds like Warframe.
Yeah, the spoiler of course being that the Lotus like ditches you or something, but I haven't found out how to trigger that quest happen.
From what I understand, the Lotus is supposed to be like okay, this is good, like
yeah,
ignore everything. Take what I'm saying very seriously right now. Please focus on just what I'm telling. The player character in Warframe are tiny children that were exposed to a magical alternate dimension
called the Void.
Called the Void. So in Warframe, the idea is you're actually a psychic child that is puppeting a body that can channel your psychic powers.
As a super weapon.
As a super weapon. The Lotus, who is like your equivalent of Destiny's Ghost or Cortana,
yeah,
she is a woman who embodies the scientist from long ago that discovered these psychic children. So
yes,
they are not the same person. Basically, she is pretending to be the scientist.
And there's the whole like, oh, she's not a real person. Is she just a program?
And that, I could be wrong there. That's how crazy Warframe's story is.
It's so crazy.
That is the most I could gather from it. It is complete madness.
It is.
Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in Warframe.
Yeah. Fortunately, we're in a game that has a more coherent story. Although, I mean, Halo does have, like...
Oh, Halo has its moments of complete
does.
blabbering nonsense where you're like, what is going on?
Right, where... Oh my god, and I like that they kind of had that self-referential moment to that in Halo 5 when Roland's like, whoa, hold on, Cortana's a bad guy? What's going on here? Like, he's interrupting the other characters.
Or you have, like, that one grunt in that Guns Down mission whose entire sole purpose is to make fun of how stupid Halo's lore is.
Oh my god.
He's like, have you ever noticed that we used to look purpler? Making fun of the art style change.
Oh man. Halo is infinite glory.
Well, and I told you that grunt is Joe Staten himself, the original voice of the grunts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that little grunt that's making fun of like how silly Halo has gotten over the last couple of years, like that's Joe Staten, the original voice of the grunts.
That's awesome. Oh man,
It's also crazy to think that there's a hilarious bit of audio recording from Joe Staten where it's him doing the grunt dialogue.
Oh.
And it's not like a filter. Okay, I'm being a fucking
Wait,
idiot.
did he also do the yabbed
Yep.
voice? Okay.
He in the recording, because he's not doing a filter, like he can actually make his voice that squeaky.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
It's really funny because Joe Staten, this grown-ass man, is in the recording booth like, and then he's like, do you want me to try again? Okay. Like, and he's like just on a dime. Suddenly he sounds like a squeaky goblin.
Gotta recapture that comment about wow.
Yeah. When they just get, when you surprise them and it's not, they're like, ha!
Yeah, they're trying. That's like their being brave voice.
Yeah. Or yeah, when they're running away and they're like,
oh my god, I actually really like that Halo 5 had English speaking.
Are you like
jackals.
not coming back? Okay, there we
Okay,
go.
here I am. But yeah, I really like the English speaking jackals.
Yeah, out of any, I don't think I could have done a better jackal speaking English.
Yeah, oh my god.
Like that was the perfect voice, the squawky bird.
Yeah, I love how they sound like freaking black metal singers.
Yeah, they sound like screamo. That's a pretty good impression.
Yeah, I love fighting them in like Warzone firefight. Like you punch them and you're like,
yeah, and they go flying. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would like to see more of like what's going on the outside in the Halo universe, like in the main games. Because I keep hearing about it, but you know, I haven't really read into anything, but there's apparently a whole lot to read, and
You'll teleport to me in a second, don't worry.
awesome.
That's something we can rely on Combat Evolved for. If you get lost, don't worry, you'll teleport to me in a second.
Just like if we get to a plot, if we get written into a hole in the story, we'll just teleport.
Yeah, like there's like Joe Staten famously said, you can use a teleporter to get yourself out of a sticky situation in a story. Yeah, in Halo 5, after like the robot overlord takeover,
oh god, with the created.
the created, which are an awful idea, but basically Lord Hood and like the head of Oni retreated to literally a cabin in the woods on some planet with a box full of like the most okay, I think you actually do need to come to me. It's not gonna make the elevator move.
Yeah.
There's a short story written by Brian Reed, who was the writer of Halo 5, which I know that's like a black...
Oh, he's gotten like a lot of...
Yeah, he's kind of like a... Which I do need to remind people that I used to be one of those anti-Brian Reed people until I actually talked to developers and understood how video games were written and the process behind it, and then I'm like, oh, I've made a huge mistake. Like, there's a lot that we don't know that we like maybe need to consider, that there's a lot of moving cogs when it comes to writing a video game. But
Fair enough.
Brian Reed wrote this really interesting story where Lord Hood and the Oni head retreat to like a cabin on some planet that's kind of like a safe house that even Oni doesn't have official files for. So basically Cortana can't find them there, and they have
that's smart.
They have like the most top secret AI in the UNSC there, because if Cortana gets her hands on them, like, you know. And it's kind of like Lord Hood falling into a deep depression and like drinking himself to sleep, like starting...
Who's driving? Do you want to drive, or should I drive?
I can shoot if you want to drive for a bit.
I do like driving.
Lord Hood basically waking up every morning and drinking himself to sleep by noon. And like the Oni head kind of having this like moment of conscience where it's kind of like, oh my god, everything's really fucked. Oni is fucked. Like, and then kind of like wondering if this is even fair to the AI that they're hiding from Cortana, because it's like, these AI are technically their own living beings. If Cortana promises them immortality, should we let them make the choice? But they have all this vital information that we can't let her have, and...
That's really interesting, considering 5 with, you know, Cortana's flattering, like, oh, we created, have done everything, we should have all the robo-rights.
Yeah, the separation from Halo 5's story, which is like a stupid, boring nothing. Yeah, but it's a pretty good, like, side story in the Halo universe, and I wish they would have tapped... Or the way, like, Arbiter and the elites, now that, like, Arbiter has basically gotten rid of the most powerful of the Covenant splinter factions. Like, the Covenant's done. And on St. Helios, they're, like, celebrating, and even if the Guardians shut off all their power, they're like, ah, fuck you! We're nature tree-hugging hippies! Like...
Oh, I love the St. Heli. I don't know much about them, but, like, they're cool, you know? They got the split mouths, they got the
split jaw.
Split jaws.
Or half jaw is the shipmaster. That's before he was shipmaster, he was half jaw.
Oh yeah, I heard that apparently there's like some kind of group that was like, oh dear.
Yeah, I knew that Warthog. We were gonna be kicked out. No!
But yeah, I heard that apparently there's like a group that's still like going after all the like Great Journey belief, and they like allow humans in there.
Yeah, there's like some kind of like creepy Scientology-esque Covenant cult that even allows humans that are still hanging on to the Great Journey as a belief. It'll happen! We just need to turn on these doomsday devices!
Right, I'd definitely like to look at that.
Like,
oh my god.
I wanna join the Covenant. I wanna...
Yeah!
I'll be like, yeah! Turn on the rings! Great Journey!
It'd be interesting to run into those guys. Like,
I want to just join an alien cult. Just for, like, doesn't matter if I believe in what they believe. I just want to see what it's like to be in an alien cult.
I mean, that's the thing. That's essentially what the Jackals do, because they don't give a shit. They just want to like get shit.
Yeah, they're more about like the idea of like join the Covenant or we're going to burn your planet to ash and then we're gonna make your race extinct, or join us and you can like profit from all the ships that we pillage. It's like, oh, easy choice.
Yeah, very easy choice for them. But yeah, it would be more interesting to see.
Oh no, Foehammer!
Oh,
the best character in Halo, Foehammer.
Speaking of which, I've tried it on this and it doesn't work, so it might only be like a original PC version or something, but I've seen like a secret ending kind of thing where
it's a mod. It's a mod.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody made a mod where Foehammer does survive and picks you up. Yeah, no, it's not real.
Okay, it's not real.
No. Foehammer dies, sadly. I wish that she was almost like a Carmine type character where Foehammer has like 4 different sisters, and in each game a Foehammer dies. Or
that would be pretty interesting. That'd be okay
great.
With that. Oh, I'm hugging the wall.
Oh, Respawn Entertainment are now publicly searching, like publicly as in like they've announced it. They're working on a new Titanfall game and they're looking for coders and programmers. Ooh. So yeah, Titanfall's gonna keep going!
Oh my god.
I'm so excited because Titanfall 2 is a really good game. Oh my god.
Yeah, I forget how they I always forget that portion is essentially a psych out because you're like, oh no, I'm gonna make it. It's like you can't make it.
Yeah, this is the first Warthog run. I mean, hey,
the very first.
Halo 3 made it way more epic.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
thousands of exploding squares.
Oh yeah.
I freaking love Halo 3's final level. Oh my god, we gotta get out of here!
Oh man, the tone of this scene is so good though. Even though it's like a little goofy with them like stumbling behind you, but like when you take into context,
you gotta
really good.
take in the context. Remember the day, like the year that this game came out, and this is a pretty damn good ending to a game. Like this is cool. It's not a boss fight. It's not anything silly like that. It's just you like fleeing for your life.
Damn, and that's it. That's Combat Evolved.
I can't believe it. I started this game 2 years ago, and now I finished it. We're gonna have to pick up the pace. The next game's Halo 2.
Oh my god, Halo 2.
You know how expensive this gear is, son. That's the. Did you see the grunt posting meme I shared on Facebook?
Which one?
The one where it's like, do you know how expensive this gear is, son? And he's like, tell that to the Covenant. And then it's him literally in front of elites going, do you know how expensive this gear is?
I wouldn't even mind that as like a nice reference if there was like a future Halo cutscene. Some Spartans being shot at. He's like, hey man, you know how expensive this gear is?
Oh yeah, having like you taking a Marine's assault rifle, like taking it from him. He's like, hey, watch it. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
I'd like that. Oh, Halo, it's finished.
It's finished. No, we're just getting started. We've got so many more games to get through.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's nothing out there, just dust and echoes. Bungie has a in-house joke that bled into the community where she didn't say dust and echoes, she said dust and echoes.
Dust and echoes.
So during the Bungie walkthrough of this game with Jason Jones, it's like dust and echoes. He's still back there. We gotta go back for him.
We gotta find Dustin Echoes.
And there's actually a Marine that you can find in Halo Reach named Dustin Echoes.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
That's like the best moment of that developer walkthrough when he's like, Dustin Echoes, he's still back there. We gotta go get him. Like,
gotta go back to Reach. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's gonna take off his helmet.
He's gotta take off his helmet.
And there's another helmet.
Yeah. It's like that's like my favorite visual gag. Chief taking off his helmet to reveal another helmet.
2019 New Year.
Remember the South Park skit?
Which one?
There's a South Park Halo 5 trailer where he's like, my name is Agent Locke. Look, I have the likeness of Mike Coulter. And he like takes off his helmet and it's Mike Coulter. And he's like, why don't you take off your helmet? And Chief's like really anxious. And he's like, okay. And he takes off his helmet and it's another helmet.
Oh my god, I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
It's really good. That was Halo Combat Evolved on the Master Chief Collection.
Combat has surely evolved.
Combat has evolved an alarming amount since then.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.